Hi friends, in the last session we are learning iterative statements, right? So we have started iterative statements, and in that we have we are learning on first looping statement is for loop. Okay, in the last session we have started for loop, and we observed that some programs on for loop. Okay, how to print even numbers, and how to print 10 to 1 numbers in descending order, right? So these we observed in the last session. Okay, with respect to for loop, I want to write a program one more, that is to print a sum of numbers. Okay, to print a sum of numbers present inside a list. Okay, so requirement is program to program to print program to print sum of numbers. Okay, program to print a sum of numbers present inside a list. Present inside a list. Program to print a sum of numbers present inside a list. Okay, observe carefully. I am writing the program using for loop. Okay, using for loop. Now observe first what I am doing. ls is equal to eval eval of you know the meaning of eval function. Okay, if you are not sure, please refer the previous video which I have explained at input and output statement. There I have explained what is the purpose of eval function. Eval function is going to evaluate the expression at runtime what you are giving. Okay, now ls is equal to list of input. Okay, list of input of enter list. Okay, list enter list. Okay, this is nothing but escape character, means read the number. Okay, read the list in the next line. Okay, it will read the list in the next line. Now what I am doing first, for that I am taking for x. Okay, for x in ls. Okay, for x in ls, x in ls, x in ls means suppose I have given the list as, suppose I have given the list as 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40 comma 50. Okay, 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40 I have given. Okay, now first it is going to get the value of 10. Okay, now x in the first iteration, x is having 10. Okay, I need to add that x. Okay, every time 10 plus 20. Okay, 10 plus 20 plus 30. Okay, 10 plus 20 plus 30 plus 40. Okay, in that way I need to add the result. Okay, now what I am doing, I need to add. Okay, I need to add means for this we need one more variable. Okay, for this we need one more variable, that is to add the sum. Okay, for that we have to take sum is equal to 0. Okay, see, at the time of your writing only we have to declare the variables, because directly in the initially we can't guess. Okay, if you are thinking bit careful, so it is possible, but at the time of writing automatically you will get an idea. Okay, you will get an idea. We have to declare one variable to add the numbers. Okay, now observe here what I am doing. Sum is equal to sum plus, okay, sum is equal to sum plus x. Once it is completed, every list is completed, so what I am doing, printing outside. So sum of numbers inside the list. Okay, numbers sum of numbers inside a list. Sum of numbers inside a list. That is what we have to print here. This is sum. Okay, every time this sum is going to add. So I will explain the iteration also. Okay, I will explain the iteration also, don't worry. first we have to understand this iteration. So based on that you will get an idea what is the result. So the same result it is going to print. Okay, now observe here. I will open paint. Okay, now observe here the iteration how it will happen. First iteration, so I'm giving the input as this one. Okay, I'm giving input as 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, I've given this list. First when it is going, first iteration it is going to 10. Okay, 10, x value 10. When x value 10 in the for loop, what it is doing, first iteration 0 plus 10. Okay, 0 plus 10, 0 plus 10 how much, is equal to sum is equal to 10. Okay, sum is equal to 10. So first iteration is completed and now sum is 10. Okay, now sum is 10. Okay, remember, so iteration is completed. Now it is going to take 20. Okay, 20. Now x value will be 20. When x value will be 20, that time sum value is 10. Okay, that 10 is equal, sum is equal to 10 plus 20. Okay, 10 plus 20, 10 plus 20 is how much, 30. Okay, is equal to 30, sum is equal to 30. Now remember, now this time some value changed again to 30. Okay, now some value changed 30 again. Now next iteration 30. Now x value will be 30. Okay, now x value will be 30, and in that case what will happen, 30 plus 30. Okay, some value 30 and x value will be 30. Okay, some value will be 30 and x value will be 30. So total 60. Okay, when total 60, so now the sum value of sum will be 60. Okay, now the value of sum will be 60. Next iteration, so it is completed. Now next iteration 40. Okay, now the value of x will be 40. When value of x will be 40, so next iteration what it will happen, so the same it is going to add 60 plus 40. Okay, 60 plus 40 result. Okay, 60 plus 40, what will be the count, 100. Okay, 60 plus 40, 100 will be the count. 60 plus 40 means 100 will be the count, and now the sum value will be 100. Okay, at the time of fourth iteration the sum value will be 100. Now that is completed. Next to fifth, so when the value of 50, so when x value will be 50, that time the value of sum plus x. Okay, the value of sum plus x means it is going to consider 100, 100 plus 50. Okay, 100 plus 50 how much, 150. Okay, 100 plus 50, 150. 100 plus 50, 150. So now this sum is going to point to this value. When 150 the value of sum, is there any other element in the list, is there any other element in the list, no, right? So when there is no element in the list, a for loop is not going to repeat any numbers. Okay, when 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, so when it is completed, for loop is going to complete and the next value is going to print the value of sum. Okay, it's going to print the value of sum is equal to what? 150. Okay, this is not, it is copy pasting mistake. So sum of numbers inside a list. Okay, sum of numbers inside list means sum. Okay, now observe here each and every iteration, first 10, next 30, 60, 100 and 150. I will show this iteration also, where that iteration will happen inside the for loop. Okay, inside the for loop means first here I am printing, print the value of x, the value of x, the value of x is the value of x, sorry, sum. See, now how many iterations I have explained? First value 10, next value 30, next value 60, next value 100, and then last value will be 150. See, now observe this all iterations it will print on the console. Okay, now observe the carefully. Enter list. So same list I am giving 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. If you observe here, I told you that first iteration 10, next iteration 30, next iteration 60, next iteration 100, last iteration 150. When 150 is completed, there is no any element to process in the list. So finally it come out from the loop and it's going to print the 150. Okay. So this is the thing internally it is happening. Okay. Clear, right? I hope 100% clear. There is no any doubt. If you are still having any questions or queries, please post your query in the comment section. Okay. Um, okay. So in the next session, I'm going to explain that while loop. Okay. So in this session, we have observed only one program, that is program to print the sum of numbers present inside list using for loop. Okay, same thing we can do by using a while loop also. I will explain that scenario also. Okay, whatever we are doing with the for loop, so everything we can do with the while loop also. Okay, I will explain every scenario, and I am going to give you the difference between for loop and while loop. Okay, when both are repeating set of statements and some condition, what is the need of two loops? Okay, what is the need of two loops? Okay, I will explain each and every point. Okay, so if you are having any questions or queries, please reach out to my email ID in the description or post your query in the comment section. Thank you all. Thank you friends. Please subscribe to my channel if you are watching for the first time. Thank you.